Alright guys, so I stumbled across a series of videos and reactions that I just had to react to as, I guess, a third party black person, okay, in this situation, in which there's a YouTuber named Gideon, whom visited the most racist town in America, okay, by the name of Harrison, Arkansas. And I really want to talk about this because this situation really shows us who the actual racists are in this country. Because the people that claim to be fighting against racism so much, the race crusaders, are actually really some of the most racist people on earth, okay? Not even just this country, but just on earth, okay? To be quite honest with you. And there was some liberals, right? Some prominent leftists, racist leftists, in my opinion. They got mad because Gideon, again, who is black, did not have the experience that they say black people should have in these types of towns that have a reputation for being racist. And the reason why this town got the reputation as the most racist town in America is because there was a video done during July of 2020, right? In which there is a white guy, right, that went to this town and held up a Black Lives Matter sign. And there was a whole bunch of people that saw the Black Lives Matter sign and said a whole bunch of things that I can't repeat on my YouTube channel, and it's honestly so bad that I can't even show you guys, right? And, you know, I really do want to show you, but the video is age restricted on YouTube because of all the, you know, mean things that people said to the guy that was holding up the sign, right? So that video went viral, got 11 million views, and it created a reputation for this town that it is the most racist town ever, right? The most racist town in America, okay? So this YouTuber named Gideon, who is black, decided to visit that town with the perception that he would experience racism. And from his video, it seemed that he really tried hard to experience the alleged racism that is supposed to be manifested in this town, okay? He's introduced himself as a rapper out of Atlanta. He dressed in a way that, you know, made him look like a stereotypical black person, right, from the hood. That's the most PG way I can put it. But yeah, he tried his hardest, I believe, to experience the alleged racism. He even went as far as to visit a member of the Klan, right, the KKK, okay, which apparently is in a nearby town called Zinc, okay. He visited a guy up there. They said all types of stuff that I found to be fascinating.
From the videos I've seen online and stuff like that, I'm sure you've seen them. Yeah. You know, I was expecting to just, like, you know, step right foot into town and then call it the N-word, but
if you can make you feel better, I'll try it for you.
Oh, man. I just kept on hearing people, they were like, nah, the racists aren't in Harrison, they're over in Zinc. And then they were talking about how, like, they, like, kind of kicked you guys out of Harrison.
No white person, for the most part, moves to seek out diversity. They'll give lip service to it and move as far away as possible from it. Put up gated communities, spend their money.
Me personally, like, I agree to a certain extent and stuff like that, you know. As black people, you know, we look out for each other, you know. It's like, you know, people say black power, they look out for black businesses and stuff like that.
I'm not a segregationist, I'm a separationist. Every white country and only white countries are expected to become melting pots of humanity. And that's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
I'm not here to change anybody's mind or nothing. Like I said, like, that's why I just want to, like, I feel like the conversation should always be had, because I feel like for there to be improvement into the future, you have to hear something different than your own opinion.
I often get an assumption made about me, and they wonder if black people did something bad to me. Well, no. White people have done something bad to me, and I don't hate them either.
Yeah.
But it's never about that. It's I have a certain set of beliefs.
But overall, he was pleasantly surprised by his experience in this town, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the clip that I think is going to be a good summary of what he actually experienced. Take a look.
So basically, the local administration, they heard that I was in town, and they wanted me to come to the high school, and so yeah, I'm gonna come say what's up to them.
They are so excited.
Hello. My first brother! Yo. Come on. For the quote-unquote most racist town, this is the town I've gotten the most love from. And I just want to say I truly appreciate it. Yo, guys, we're literally about to have a meeting with the mayor of Harrison. Like, it's actually crazy as hell. Brandon was able to get it, like, so I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm really nervous and everything. But I think I'm gonna kill it. I think I'm gonna do my thing. Oh, my bad, man.
Okay, honey.
Yeah, I'm, like, really nervous. Like, I'm literally about to meet a mayor, but you know what? Boy, got this. Are you the mayor?
I am.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am Jerry Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins.
I go by Jadeon.
What'd you expect?
Like you say, you see the videos and stuff like that, you know, you expect racism and everything, but ever since I stepped foot on this land, like, I've been getting nothing but love.
I know it. You know, that video is one of the biggest lies that ever happened. They took advantage of a town that had that perception because of another lie.
No, and the goal was to come here and not try to antagonize, talking about, do you support Black Lives Matter? It was literally just to come here and just say, hello, how's your day going? We might have different viewpoints on religion or politics and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you and me, we bleed the same.
Absolutely.
We're both human beings, and I can honestly say everybody in this town has treated me like a human being.
You know, you might be doing something for us that we have been trying to find for 40 years. This is not going to be a prank? Or...
No prank, no prank. I just got dressed up.
Okay, good.
The first thing I want to ask is, what do you think about that connotation of Harrison being the most racist town in America?
You know, it just boils my blood because I know the truth.
You know what's crazy? Since I got here, I feel like it was very evident. Like, everybody here that I've met, they made a distinction. They said it's not Harrison. They're all over at Zinc.
It's not Zinc either.
Okay.
They're not racist people. You have one family up there.
Oh.
He happens to live there.
Okay. Do you feel like these videos have hindered that? Like, have you seen people move?
No doubt. That video has just done us a lot of harm. Our office was just bombarded, and it just devastated Christine and I. She came in here crying one day because of the hate calls. And you know, the problem is, you know, the Robb families, they're going to move on sometime, but this video is going to be out there forever.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, when I did come here and stuff like that, you know, hearing that it's the most racist town in America, I was just, you know, going on expecting it, like, you know, the racism and stuff like that, making a video, you know, like, oh man, this is what happened to me. But as I got here, I realized, I said, I cannot put that connotation on this town because I am not experiencing that, you know? I got some looks and stuff like that, but I've not gotten anybody say anything. I've gotten a lot of love. People, I had actually a fan invite me over to his house for family dinner. We weren't able to make it, but
You can come to my house tonight and spend the night.
oh man, I wish we could, but we gotta fly out.
All right, guys. So as you can see there, this guy went to what is supposedly the most racist town in America, and he in fact did not experience the racism that he was told that he was supposed to experience. Okay, and he did a video about it. However, one of the people that got upset about this is no other than Shank Yogurt's nephew, Hassan Piker, right? AKA Hasanabi, who did a reaction video to this guy's video in which he said things that people like myself and people, and particularly black conservatives, have been saying for a long time about liberals and how they feel about black people, right? And nothing angers them more than a black person that does not think the way that they believe we're supposed to think. Right? They will go as far as to tell black people what racism is and that they're in fact experiencing racism, even if the black person themselves says, hey, I'm not experiencing racism. Okay? And that is what Hasanabi did in his reaction video. And Gideon actually reacted to Hassan's video, right? And basically expressed a lot of feelings that people like myself have expressed about how these people on the left, liberals and the Democrat Party, leftists, try to tell black people in regards to how we're supposed to feel about racism. Take a look.
So basically, if you guys seen the video, of me going to the most racist town in America, right? So in the video, you know, I was expecting racism, and stuff like that, but ended up finding a town that had a negative connotation because of really one family that lives there. And so I changed the narrative of my video to show the good of the town, right? And you know what? I'm not going to really blame Hassan or nobody, but I'm going to blame his chat. Reading his chat and his comments, bro, look, the guys in the video act like racism doesn't exist if they're not the victim of a hate crime, when in reality it's usually passive aggressive, like needing to be outside your home, standing next to your trash can, or whatever. So basically, everybody in this comment section, I literally had someone in this comment section say, I don't even know what racism is, and I went on their profile picture, and they were a white person, and they were saying that I don't know what racism is. And it was just like, I was just baffled. Like, how are you gonna tell me? I've been a black man, I've been a black boy, I've been a black kid, and now I'm becoming a black man, bro. How are you gonna tell me in my 21 years of life I don't know what racism is? And just because I didn't push a narrative of a 3-minute video that was showing people saying racist things, and since I didn't push a narrative of, you know, black people being victims of racism and everything, and I actually showed the good of a town and stuff like that, I'm not smart enough, or I don't understand, or like I completely missed the mark and stuff like that. It was crazy. Basically, I felt like they were telling me how I should feel.
I don't know why Americans have such a twisted and broken understanding of what is, which is weird. I mean, I know Gideon doesn't give a shit because he's like, you know, he's a content creator first. Like, that's what.
I mean, no, I do give a shit because, you know, first, I'm a black man. Like, it doesn't matter how many followers I have or what influence I have. First thing first, I'm a black man, you know? Like, not everybody in the world knows who I am, you know? When people just see me walk down the street, I'm just a regular black guy. So, first thing I do care. And then second thing, I care about my people. I love my people. I love being a black man. I have no shame about it at all. And I love my blackness.
What he's always worried about is you know, making clickbait stuff and doing comedy or whatever. It doesn't really matter what the like message is overall. But that's not how this works. Like, you know, isn't just done.
The video is 2 minutes. He's in the video 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and he already judged what the entire video was. He literally just judged what the entire video was. He literally just said, I was just there to get a clickbait title and make some jokes and do comedy and stuff like that. 2 minutes into the video. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you could literally see by like the intro, the tone that I had set. So it's just like, why are you already jumping to the conclusions of A, like what I went there for, and then B, how are you gonna like sit up here and tell me how I should feel about a town that A, you just probably figured out about, and then B, a town I know for a fact you never stepped foot in. You've never been to Harrison, Arkansas. You haven't talked to the locals there. You haven't talked to the minority locals there like I did. So it's like, how are you gonna sit up here and tell me like how it really is?
That is kind of wild that he's doing that. Like, I mean, he's actively trying to put himself in a situation where he is like physically going to be harmed, potentially.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I bet you all these people, when BLM was happening back in 2020 and stuff like that, they were reposting the black square and stuff like that, all that stuff, anything Black Lives Matter related, retweeting and stuff like that. But I bet you these never leave their house, go into the field. Because how are you going to stop racism if all you're going to do is just cancel it behind the screen?
Because they're not really trying to stop racism, right? They're just trying to make money and virtue signal off of it, while at the same time being some of the most racist people in this country, right? Even more racist or just as racist as that KKK dude that Gideon had talked to and interviewed in his video, okay? But I do want to correct Gideon on something that he said before I get more into this, is that he said, you know, I'm a black man first. You know, I'm black first. I'm like, I feel like you're American first, right? I mean, that attitude is kind of what divides us, right? If somebody says, I'm a white man first, you talk to that KKK dude, and in that interview, the dude was clearly like, yo, I'm white first, right? I'm trying to preserve the white race. That's literally what he said. You should have that same attitude, right? So I'm going to correct him there. You're American first. And that is why you experience what you experience, because you're American, okay? And you went to that town in which you thought that, you know, hey, all these people are racist, and you turned out they treated you like a regular person, okay? Because that is America, okay, for the most part, right? Take it from me. I live in the South, okay? They say the South is racist, but as a black man in the South, as an American first, but as a black American, I don't have any feelings of feeling like that I might be harmed because there might be some racist white people around, okay? I don't feel like I'm in danger. I don't feel like I'm going to get jumped or anything like that. I don't fear for my life in regards to racial violence, okay? Just being anywhere in the South. Never felt that way, ever. Not one day in my life, except maybe one time, right? Maybe one time had a neighborhood dispute that, you know, did have some racial connotations to it. But even that story in and of itself, the ending of it proves that, you know, if you just get to know people, right, and you talk to folks, people realize, hey, we're not all that different, right? Even if we're a different skin color. Again, that's another video for another day. But overall, my experience in being in the South, I never felt like I was going to be lynched or something like that, okay? But see, people like Hasanabi here, who probably has never been to the South, okay, and if he has, it's only been for a short period of time. He lives out in a mansion in California, in Hollywood, in LA, okay, while claiming to be a socialist, okay? That guy has this perception of what America is, what the South is, what middle America is, without actually having been there at all, right? He hasn't actually experienced it, okay? But again, this guy can tell other folks, particularly black people, okay, what racism is and what they're supposed to experience, right? But these people are the ones that say, hey, I'm not racist, even though you have this racist ideology. This is the same guy who got suspended on Twitch for saying the C word, right? For calling white people saltines. And then he got mad and complained about the fact that Twitch suspended him for calling white people saltines. That's how bad he wanted to say it. That's how bad he wanted to say it. Okay? So this guy is openly racist towards white folks. He openly tells black people how they're supposed to feel, what racism is. But yet he's supposed to be the race crusader, right? He's the one that's supposed to be fighting against racism in this country. But every time you look, this guy is the one that's being the most racist among us. Again, I think this guy probably is up there with the Klan members, right? In terms of the level of racism that I've seen and heard this guy spew, right? Again, I know nothing about Gideon's political ideology. I don't care what his political ideology is, right? Just listen to him. He sounds like he's definitely not conservative, okay? But I don't care. This guy had an experience. He documented his experience, and he did not play the victim card because that's not what he experienced. But people on the left, particularly these liberals, these leftists, you know, the white ones, okay, and the people like Hasanabi, who I don't know if he's white or what, maybe he's Arab or whatever, okay, he can't respect it, right? He can't respect it for what it is because it doesn't fit the narrative that he wants to push. It doesn't fit the narrative that he makes money off of, right? He's going against his grift, right? He's going against his grift, okay? A black man not being oppressed, oh God, I can't make money off of that. I gotta shame this guy. He's ignorant. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Instead of just, again, respecting this guy's experience and saying, hey, you know what? Well, maybe the most racist town in America isn't all that racist, right? Maybe it's not all that bad in America to be a black person. Maybe I need to rethink my beliefs, right? Maybe I'm the real racist, right? But again, self-reflection to people on the left and these liberals, it's just impossible, right? They can't do that. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.